Hey, welcome. I was going to say Germaniacs. I know we're not on that page right now, but welcome to the Audacious Confidence Show. I am your host, Alicia Khoury, and I'm channeling tonight my inner Alicia Keys because, I just felt like it. So welcome to the show. My name, like I said before, is Audacious Khoury. I am the Red Carpet CEO, and I am here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you so you can step into your own audacious confidence and do more, be more, have more, and live the life of your dreams without limits. And tonight is a very, very special night. I have an incredible guest with me tonight. But before I get started with her, please let me know if you are here. If you're here, yay, you're live, Sebastian, from Planet 888ABZ41-10. Welcome. We take all types here, all kinds. So just let me know that you're here, that you're watching. And if you have a friend that needs a little confidence in the area of how you feel about your body, how you feel about your image, your body and your image and your weight. Just, invite them to come along, invite them to watch with you so that we can answer any of your questions. This is the Audacious Confidence Show. And we're talking about your self-image and your confidence. This is a big one because specifically with self-image, we're talking about your body type. We're talking about how you feel in the body that you're in. So we're going to talk about your body image and how you feel about your body if you are confident in the skin that you are in. I remember growing up, probably I was about 11 or 12, as a young girl, girls start heading into that puberty stage, 12, 13. And believe it or not, I was a late bloomer. I was a late developer. And I remember today, as I was getting ready for the show, I was remembering being teased a lot because I was 11, 12, and I was flat-chested. Can I say that? Yes. So I was just so self-conscious because I was teased about that because all my friends started to develop and I was not developing. Well, by the time I was 13, boom, shakalaka, there they were. And I went from a 0 to like a 32C in months. It just boom, hello. And it was now my self-confidence in my own body was shook because I didn't know how to be who I was. I was like 80 something pounds. So I was skinny as ever. I was short, tiny, and then so I used to hunch around. You're still flat, good for you. I used to walk like this in my school uniform because I didn't know how to, I could never stand up straight. Because now I was the center of attention for, again, all the wrong reasons. And I didn't like being the center of attention for that. So I used to walk, I used to wear big baggy shirts all the time and walk around because I was so self-conscious. And it took me a very, very long time to be comfortable with the body that I have, with the body that I'm in. And my guest has had a completely different challenge than I had. But I'm just saying at every level in our lives, at some point, we have this body image issue. Maybe not everybody, but for the majority of people, whether you're thin, whether you're not, whether you're people look at you and think that you're absolutely perfect. Sometimes there are some occasions in our lives that we feel not so confident in the skin we're in. So I am going to bring up my amazing guest. Hey, Miss Doris. Sorry, you said your issue was strutting and you were a little chunky. So, so, yeah, so let me talk about my guest tonight. So Liz Hall, I'll tell you, in the fall of 2011, she was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that would continue to damage her health if she stayed living the way she was living. She remembers symptoms that dated back to the 8th grade for her. She assumed that what she was experiencing was normal, and the journey back to good health for her was a rigorous one. She decided to take control of her body, educate herself, and she went on and lost 100 pounds. Can you imagine that? So she knows the struggle because she was the struggle. And in 2019, she officially was in remission from that autoimmune disease. And she went from struggle to solution by creating her own app called the V Trainer. And she's 35 years old. And I want to welcome to the show my friend, Liz Hall. Welcome to the Audacious Confidence Show. Woohoo! I hope she didn't disappear because she's telling me, I'm so nervous. But she is amazing. So I met Liz. I'll tell you where I met Liz. I was invited to speak to a group that was in Fort Lauderdale. It's an entrepreneurial group. And I was speaking about booking yourself in media. And Liz was so excited about the opportunity to be on television, for me to help her get on television. And so one of the things I said, well, why don't you come on my show? And she's never done any kind of media, any television, any radio before. So this is her first time, Liz, and I'm so excited. She's so awesome. We became very close friends really quickly because she's really a remarkable woman. So welcome to the show, Liz.
Thanks, Alicia. It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
Great. We're talking about, being comfortable in the skin you're in. And I remember when we first were talking about coming on the show, you said actually when you were heavier, you were more confident. So tell me a little bit about your journey through childhood, your weight issues, and why you think you felt confident when you were heavier.
It was, so I know Doris said she was a little chunky. I was a lot of chunky. So in my whole life. So I really had made that into an identity, right? I think before I'm conscious of this is just a vessel and I need to take care of it. It was very much, this is who I am. So that was
deal with it. So it was just you compensated with your personality.
I did. I was probably that girl who's like, she has a great personality. Luckily I still do, but I know that carried me through. And I wasn't bullied, but it was because of that.
If you had such a powerful, strong personality. So Doris says stuttering. Stuttering was her challenge. Stuttering. And she was a little chunky. So yeah, so you had it both where you couldn't speak and, but Doris is an amazing woman too. I need to have her on the show to talk about her story. But
Doris.
Yeah, so having a big personality was something you weren't necessarily born with, but you realized that you had to kind of be out there. Hey, Angelita. Yeah, you felt like you had to be out there. Doris says you look great, by the way.
Thanks, Doris. Appreciate that. I think I was born with a big personality. You're born with a big who I am. And luckily, I joke too, because, man, so after the weight loss, I got a lot of attention from guys. And I joke, I'm glad it took me that long to get hot. I don't think I'm hot. I know that my looks improved. They come out of the woodwork. And
I've seen the photos. Yes, you are. Hey, Julie. Hi. It's my friend Julie saying hi.
Hey, Julie. So yeah, anyways, I'm glad it took that long so I didn't have to deal with all those shenanigans.
Yeah, because
clever.
The shenanigans are quite difficult to deal with when you are a developing teenager, for sure. I can attest to that. But so having having been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, how did that like manifest itself for you in your body?
So I remember the symptoms, and again, because I talk a little bit about this, but I thought it was normal what I was experiencing, and I'm not going to go into details. I just thought that's how the body was. And so there was something that was very off at the point of which I went to the doctor to get diagnosed. And she told me, and she's like, the blood work came back and this is what it is. And this is probably undetected diabetes. And so it was like this chain reaction of bad decisions with health. And so I remember, though, I've experienced a lot of depression in my life to where, and I never really identified, I didn't know what it was. I just knew I wasn't, I just wanted to sleep. I remember having a breakup and I was just like, I'm just tired. I just want to go to bed, but once I was out of it, I was like, oh, I think that was depression back there.
That's not normal. Right.
Yeah, I think, or I just feel better and I haven't done anything. And it was almost like that. And so when the doctor had said that, the diagnosis, I was like, okay. And I just kind of roll with the punches. I'm pretty chill. And I'm like, okay, so what now? And she's like, you got to go on a medication. And I'm just like, okay, cool. What now? And she's like, well, you might gain some weight. And I was like, hold up.
Now, was this after you had lost weight, or this is during your journey losing weight?
During the journey. And so, yeah, because I gained a little bit. I gained quite a bit back, probably like 30 pounds back. And so it was this halt. My heart stopped. And I was like, no, like I don't even want it. There was a point in time because I had, again, the depression. I just thought if I gain weight back, I'm going back into depression. Like this is just, it felt never ending. And I see it now. It's like hard to talk about because I'm a completely different person. I take responsibility. The victim in me though, at that point was like, why? Like, why?
I just worked so hard to get here, and now this is going to happen and take me all the way back again. And yeah.
And like, am I destined to be this way? Like, I'm just not, like, God does not want me to be skinny, and like skinny, fine. But even like remotely attractive, like, come on, man, throw me a bone. So yeah, that was kind of my experience. So I was like, no, I'm good. And she's like,
I'm not taking it.
I'm not, I said, I'm not open to that. And she was like, well, your alternative is your heart's going to explode. And I was like, okay, like when? Like, is there a timeline? Like, can I get my affairs in order? It wasn't like, oh, well, definitely give me that. I was like, all right, I'll think about it. And she's like, is this even a conversation? Like, is this real? And but that headspace, right? Like when I've struggled that long, and had come so far to make a dent. At that point, I was down like, I think 60, 70, something like that, 60 or 70 pounds. And I was like,
wow. How long did it take you to lose that though? How long did it take you?
About 9 months. Okay. I went from no workouts and fast food to every day. I had a trainer, Marcus, who's amazing in Kentucky. I give him a shout out every single time to anybody that'll listen, but he let me jump in on a group training session and he gave me a workout and he said, do this twice a week and something else. And so I did it and I went from fast food to cooking. So that was the whole change.
Oh, Sebastian says you're stunning inside and out. Yeah. Everybody said you're beautiful. You look amazing and you're good spirits. That's what but yes, you are. That's why we connected so quickly and easily. So tell me a little bit. You said you were in a depression. Tell me about the struggle, because I want people to identify whether they're overweight, if their challenge is overweight or not, but to identify what that struggle is. Because you said, I know you had also a health challenge, but you kind of felt like, well, it's no big deal. But it really was, because you weren't getting out of bed. So what was that? Take me through, like, when in your life did that happen? Was it through high school or your early 20s? Was it at your highest weight or,
So I stopped weighing myself. I remember it was 298 pounds, and that's when I stopped. And I was like, okay, this is escalating quickly. And I had moved home from New York. I had a breakup. I ended up moving home to Kentucky. And I was like, okay, something's got to give. Like this is changing. Like I'm moving physically. This is changing. It's time. And so I just kind of started, and I work with a lot of moms. So I work with a lot of body empowerment. So that's why I was so drawn to this show, because I think every single person in the world has an insecurity, and whether it's body insecurity, intelligence insecurity, I think everybody has something that they judge themselves on. And as women, we hear about it all the time, and we hear about it all the time about or see it rather in the magazines and on television, but that's not real. But yet we, in our minds, compare ourselves to it and just beat ourselves up. I work with moms because once they have a child, they experience not feeling like they have their own body, like their body is completely transformed into, right? And so, I mean, I hear it constantly. Like, this isn't my body. I don't even know this body, which is what I experienced after my weight loss. I was like, I don't know this body. This isn't the body I know. This isn't
right.
what I've been with.
And I don't know how to dress this body. I don't know how to move in this body. I don't know how to be sexy in this body. I don't know. This is foreign to me. And and I'll say this too, as you get older, that happens too, because your body shifts in different directions that you didn't expect. And then you're like, what just happened here?
Where did that go?
Where did that go?
I have clients up to 65, and it's the same message. At the end of the day, it's always going to be the same message that
my mama's here. Santos is here. Hi. I know I'm not in red today, but I put on the red lipstick.
I thought that. I said she's not in red today.
But I put on the red lipstick.
Good. Yeah. So I don't know where I was going.
Oh, no, you were just saying you work with moms and sometimes people who are in their 60s.
Oh, yeah, it's the same message.
It's the same message.
Same message. You matter. Your health matters. You deserve energy, because I think that's a consistent thing too. I've never met anybody who's like, no, I don't want more energy. I think everybody wants more energy.
I don't think this health thing is all it's cracked up to be.
This is overrated.
This is overrated.
There's a lot about it, but nah.
So, okay, I want to ask you, because you said you went to the doctor, you were about 70 pounds, 60, 70 pounds into your weight loss. And then you had that devastating kind of news that if you don't get on this medication, your heart's going to explode type of deal. I know you said you had a breakup, you moved, and that kind of prompted you to start taking care of yourself. A lot of people, it's a health scare, but you had your health scare into your weight loss that was going to make you put weight back on. That's great. That's amazing that you were actually getting healthier. And that's when they said, oh no, you got to stop this. You got to take this medication. How was that really? I know you said it was no contest, but what was really going on in your mind?
I think the first thought was, I'm not meant to be beautiful. That's exactly what I thought. This lifetime is not for me to be beautiful.
Oh, because And what shifted?
My family is amazing. My friends are amazing. And so it never got to a point where I was like suicide, never that. It just was kind of dark. And I've had thoughts like, maybe it'd just be easier, but never like
that you will do something. It's just like, oh,
never that extreme. I just, so when I thought about it, I'm like, okay, this is crazy. Like, I've lost this much weight. I can obviously do it. And my doctor in Florida was like, your numbers don't even make sense based on what you have had and what you've gone through. Like, they don't, meaning they're good numbers. She was like, this doesn't even make sense. And I'm going to show them to you just so you know what's going on. you know, I have like a triglyceride level 30 or something, like, which is 150 is like higher, and I'm at 32, you know. So she was like, you're doing awesome. And that's years after, so I was in remission this year. So that was,
you were cleared completely now in remission. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Sebastian says he can relate to that. Always questioned why much hotter dates found me attractive.
Oh my God. I've always dated really handsome men, and I never understood. I was like, I guess I like chubby chicks. And my personality, you know, I've never doubted that. And
you got beautiful hair. Look at that mane. Look at that mane. That's what it is. It's that blonde hair.
Salon 51, Oakland Park Boulevard. Oakland Park, Florida. So yeah, I mean, I know I'm a good person. I knew my heart, but I definitely dated some hot guys, and I was like,
how did that happen?
Whatever. Thanks, God.
Because you know what? Because you're beautiful inside and out, just like Sebastian said earlier. You're beautiful inside and out, and so people recognize that. Of that hair. People recognize when someone is, you know, has so much substance on the inside, because your beauty shines in so many different ways. Julie's saying you have an awesome testimony. I'm proud of you. So cool. And said something earlier. She did say that she's so happy that we're back. She missed my shows. Sorry you got sick. I'm sorry you got sick too. I'm glad you're back. She's sorry you got sick. No, she got sick. She was sick earlier this week.
I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm cool. You're good.
Part of my journey.
I'm reading things out of order because I know I saw them and I couldn't actually read them at the time. So, I mean, you have such an amazing story. How did you go through the journey? You said you had a trainer. What else did you do?
I didn't have a trainer.
Did he help you with your meal plan, and he helped you with your exercises? What did your trainer do to help you?
No, he literally, he let me go into that group workout, and he gave me the workout, and he said, do this twice a week. I literally never worked out with him again. I couldn't afford it, which is why I created what I did, so everybody can have access to health. But he gave me that workout, and I would go into the YMCA in Lexington, Kentucky, into a conference room by myself and do the workout for twice a week. And then I would do something. So I go running and whatever, fill in the blank. But exercise was easy for me. It was the food. I remember when I went on the journey, I actually started with food.
Because that was my next question is, you know, what did you start with eating?
Yeah. So this is funny. I don't know why I think it's funny, but I do. I tested myself for a week, and I was like, I can't eat until 3 p.m. just to prove that I'm not going to die if I don't have breakfast and lunch by 3 o'clock, right? Mental, but
you're shift more. Right. There we go.
I dance. So that was actually how I started, was to prove to myself that, okay, like if you don't eat even a meal,
if you skip one meal, you're not going to die.
So I'm still going to come up, Liz. So that was kind of the mental. So I started with food, and I went from, and I was just like, you know what, whatever. I'm not better than anything I've seen. So I'm just going to stick to salad, make sure I get my protein in there. And that was it. I mean, I ate salad constantly, and that's not the only way, by the way. So just know that I've come a long way in my education. That's how I handled it. I was like, I want this off immediately. It was like a light switched off, and I was like, you know what, I'm ready. And I find that there was an Andy Warhol quote of that, like, you can't stop anybody when they're ready to make a change. You know, just like you can't get them ready, you can't stop them when they're ready. And I was ready, and it was like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. It's all mindset. Everything in life is a mindset. By the way.
He says it becomes emotionally taxing. It is about finding self-love too. So
Ooh, yeah, you ever do a show on self-love, we'll go back to that. Yeah, that's been a journey. Self-acceptance has been a journey, which I just woke up to, like, full self-acceptance.
What time is it?
What year? 6 months ago? Yeah, you're right. 5. I'm still messing with my hair.
Like 3 o'clock today. Yeah, that's what it was. 3 o'clock today. I remember it well.
What post am I on right now? Yeah. So yeah, that's a journey, but it is self-love. It is all mindset first. It is deciding to say, okay, I'm worth it. That was the big thing with the medication. It was like, okay, I'm not worth it if I don't take it, right? I'm willing to die, which is crazy to think about right now. And I am worth it. And so I'm gonna handle this like a boss. I've always been a boss. I've been an entrepreneur since I was in 2nd grade. So I was like, I'm gonna handle this like a boss. And to me, when I say mindset, I'm very big on that, because I literally did not give it energy. I took the information and said, okay, this is what it is. But I wasn't every day like, I have this. Never, ever did I ever give it energy. I never gave my depression energy. I didn't even know it was going on, so I couldn't give it. Be like, gosh, I'm so sad and I can't get out of this. No, I just didn't know how. I didn't have the tools. Here, it was like, okay, I'm not even going to think about it, because I can't just keep feeding what I don't want. Right. There was something that was like, if you knew that your thoughts created your future, you'd be a lot more particular about what you think. And so I'm really big on that mindset. And I try to get with, my clients for that too, of getting the mind right first. My grandpa used to say that. Get your mind right.
Get your mind right. Get your mind right.
In anything we do.
Julie said, with your positive attitude really helps you, as well as being surrounded by angels, as my sis. She's talking about me, as well as me. So thank you, Julie.
I just sent a text today to 2 people telling them that they're my angels.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, oh my gosh. And we talk about coincidences. That's crazy.
Nice. So she said you're like the lady in Baywatch. Take it, girl, take it. And then Santos said, "It's so true."
Nice, I like this.
It's that blonde hair. It's that blonde hair, that beautiful blonde hair.
Keep it coming.
I like the fact that you did not give it any energy, because you were on a mission, because you made that decision and you were on a mission to lose this weight. And now comes the next step, because you lost the weight, you lost 100 pounds, and now you're in this body and you have no idea what to do with it. You don't know how to feel in it. You don't know how to move in, how do you dress it?
Right. I was like, bro, should I still be putting on bigger hoodies? Like, I didn't know. I was not used to showing my body. Like, I was never like like a nun. I mean, I didn't like have drapes over me, but I was never wearing like tight clothes. I don't know. That's probably a lie. Again, I was confident, so I didn't care. I would walk into a bar, I would call my shot and I would make it. It was crazy. Now it's like, oh God, like I feel like I have no game now, mostly because I don't want to mess with it. But man, I used to have some game. When I had the transformation, it just like you said, I was like, okay, what do I do with this? Like, how do I dance? I always dance. And so I'm like, how do I dance now? Like,
what does your body do when I do this? What happens back there? I don't know.
I mean, listen, I know the soul comes from, the soul, but man, it was different. And then the attention, and then the attention, like these dudes would like stupid stuff. I'd be at the intercoastal bridge, right? And this dude would roll down his window and talk to me. And I'm like, why is this? And like, I'd have to stop myself. Like, don't be so nice, Liz. Don't be so nice. Because I've always been super nice. And so when I talk to people, then all of a sudden they think I'm flirting. I'm like, oh my God, no. So, I had a situation I don't want to call him out. I just had a situation with a guy where I'm like, Don't be so nice.
Because now the flirting is coming even more than it was before.
I'm not flirting. I'm just being cool, man. I'm just like, hey. Yeah.
Sandra says your hair is so Hollywood. She says your hair is so Hollywood.
Oh my gosh.
I know you're getting so many compliments on that today.
Salon 95, salon. Oh.
And Sebastian says when he turns straight, he'll ask you out.
I might be able to turn it straight.
There you go. But so where did it come from like not being so sure in the body to taking bikini selfies?
Yeah, well that was
like?
Yeah, that was a while. That took a while. That took a while.
Not just taking the selfie, but posting the selfie, because there's the taking of the selfie, but then there's the posting of the selfie.
So I'm gonna have to find the first post that I did with the first bikini, because I did it. I had a coach one time tell me the reason you don't want to do something is the exact reason you should.
Yes.
And that's how I would describe that.
You're welcome, Sebastian. He says that this is the conversation he needed to have today.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, the thing that you're avoiding is the thing you need to do.
Yes, the thing you don't want to do, the reason you don't want to do something is the reason you should. And so I know that had to have been my caption for that very first bikini post. I'll find it, because I didn't even know what to think. I was like, well, this is new terrain, and I still, of course, I'm going to find the insecurity still. I mean, always.
All fine. Listen, even the biggest model talks about.
Sometimes they're more mental. By the way, there are a lot of mental models. They have a lot of stuff, and like they cannot gain weight. So
their job on the line. So yeah,
kudos to them. I have a lot of respect for models, because I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of respect for models. It's so hard to do. First off, to like contort your body so you don't have any, chins or anything.
So you don't have. Yeah, everything is flat and smooth.
Oh,
it's hard. Yeah. So you were saying that first bikini shot, and then you posted it. How did that make you feel?
Brave, kind of stupid. I mean, what am I going to say? Again, I saw it and I was like, God, look at that.
Why didn't I pass this through the Photoshop filter first?
Oh, by the way, filters don't help me. I realized that last week. Yeah, no, they don't help me. They make me look worse. I think that's a ripoff. But yeah, so of course my experience was my same mental state of like, oh, well, that's not perfect. I'm a perfectionist. And so when it comes to vanity, it's like I'm setting myself up for failure, because I'm like, well, what's perfect anyways?
Yeah.
Hopefully my husband finds me perfect. God willing.
He will. He'll see the show and fall head over heels in love with you. So Sebastian said a couple of things. Let me go back. He said, I cannot agree more. When you push your fears, you make it your strength. I have learned this the hard way, and the world needs stupids like you, who are stunning, wise, kind, and full of love.
Aw, that's so nice. That is so nice. Thank you. I live to serve now. Really. I'm very clear that my journey was perfect.
Yes, it absolutely is perfect. It's because it's your story, it's your journey, and the things you learn from it and things that come out of it are there to help and strengthen other people. I know we're running out of time so quickly. Let's talk about your brilliant idea to start this app, because you've been through this journey, and now you said you've been an entrepreneur since the second grade.
I was slinging suckers.
Right?
Seriously.
So how did you decide to now create an app to help people go through the same struggle that you did, and describe the app?
Well, I think I'm by no stretch the best personal trainer. I would never claim to be, and I know that I can't teach compassion, and I have compassion because I've been there. So I work with people that are looking to lose weight because that's kind of my forte. Willing to take on clients that don't need that. But what I wanted to do was create something to allow anybody that wanted to make a change that option that's affordable. Again, I couldn't afford a personal trainer, so I created an app that you would have access to a personal trainer. I didn't know what I was doing in the gym. That's why I relied on Marcus, and he was able to kind of give me that guideline to say, okay, do this. It was essentially strength and aerobic, but strength for 2 days and then cardio. So he gave me that structure. So I created that to give people structure on what to do to get results. And I pulled in dietitians for the nutrition piece because that's such a big part. Anybody that's looking to lose weight, everybody should have my meal plan. Everybody on earth, everybody should do the cleanse that we do. I still do it. I did it to get ready for this. But again, because the questions that are asked are, what do I eat and how much? And that was exactly what I would ask. I am not brilliant. I only created what I needed at 300 pounds, which is guidance, love, accountability, and compassion, and convenience. We live in a world with tech. And so I fought this whole app idea for years. My company has been in existence for years. And I was like, no, I want to go off the grid. I'm not going to create an app. Okay. So but that's the world we live in. And I was like, this is how I do it. This is how I get the affordability. This is how I get people. So I'm like the world's cheerleader, where you have access again to either myself or my team of personal trainers who are magnificent, and have a team behind you knowing that you are supported. So that I'm nothing, no genius here. Just compassionate.
You just know what you needed when you were going through it, so that you can provide it for someone else.
It's not out there. Santosh is not out there.
Santosh, her name is Liz Hall. Santosh wants to connect with you, so she wants to know her name. So it's Liz, Liz, Hall, Hall. So you can look for her on Facebook. Is it legal to? Oh, I didn't see that. Put that back. Is it legal to propose to my virtual wife? So, yeah, I really, really love the fact that you not only did you see a problem, but you lived through that problem, and you created the solution that you saw a need for, and it's the V Trainer. And this is not a plug. This is not a promotion show. So, but it's so important for people to know the tools that are out there for them if they are struggling with their weight and they just don't know which way to turn. So this is why I wanted to have Liz on the show too, because she has the compassion. It's not about money. It's not about
He called me one day. He's like, "You're not a nonprofit, Liz." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I heard you gave a free thing at this point training." I was like, "What?" He's like, "You're not a nonprofit." And my dad is a saint. So like, keep that in mind. Like, give some context behind it. My dad is the nicest person in the world. So for him to pick up the phone, he doesn't call, and to say this is not a nonprofit.
You're not a nonprofit. Yeah, you give away everything. The app, I don't know if the app is available in India. Santosh is in India. And does age matter? No, she said she has clients that are in their 60s.
Yeah, if you decide it matters.
Only if you decide it matters.
Absolutely not. No, we work with everything, right? So we go through a full consult. I'm a mama bear. I'm such a mama bear. So.
All right. So I really wanted you on. This is what I was saying. I really wanted you on because of your compassion, your compassionate nature, and that.
Yeah, you decide it matters.
I think you're listening to you're listening to us.
No, we work with everything, right?
Is your Facebook open?
I'm a mama bear. Yes, it is.
Oh, there we go. So we got a little replay action happening. We got a little replay. So the V Trainer is is the name of the app, and
okay, so it's a private invite. So go to the V Trainer and check out information about it.
Yeah,
but it's a private invite, so you receive an email invite, and
it's a private invite. So it's not just out there. You can't download it on the App Store or anything like that.
Right.
Your journey is still going on because you said that you are now in the process of losing weight again before the end of the year. You have a goal to lose more weight before the end of the year. Tell me what your goal is. So we'll be accountable.
20 pounds, 20 pounds.
Cindy, hi Cindy. 20 pounds, 20 pounds. And you're using your app.
Yeah, so I mix it up. So I do CrossFit personally, actually, and I'm
addicted. Do that. I think CrossFit is the devil.
We get to agree to disagree because I think it's everything. Okay.
CrossFit and spinning. CrossFit and spinning, man. I can't.
I love spinning. See,
oh my God.
I'm so intense and I'm so competitive. And okay, so I will speak on that for a second. Like I don't max out my weight anymore because I noticed when I am competitive, I was like, yo, these people are not going to be with me when my joints are broken because I have an ego trip. So I'm off of that. But yeah, no, CrossFit's amazing for me. For my body.
Yeah. It's amazing for a lot of people. I have a friend who owns a CrossFit gym. I have a lot of friends who do CrossFit and trying to get me to do it. You love spinning, Diane?
I love spinning. I love spinning.
I think I love the idea of spinning. And I thought I would really enjoy spinning. I would love it, but the seat hurts me so badly.
Oh, okay, listen, you're going to grow calluses where one should not have calluses.
Yeah, that's my challenge.
You got to build it up.
I can't sit on that
seat. You got to build it up. I'm saying, like, it's going to be uncomfortable as you build the callus where a callus shouldn't be. Like that. I know.
But even beyond that, I did my first spinning class one time, and I'm like, I don't know if to dry heave, throw up, or pass out. I didn't.
Oh, there was a time I was in like a 5 or 6 a.m. class, and the guy was not bringing it, and I was like, I'm literally falling asleep in here. Like I could be in bed. It was, yeah. It's
yep. Exactly, Diane. Even when you cover it, it hurts, man. It hurts.
Exactly.
That is a pain I don't want to feel. Listen, I had 3 children, but that is a pain I don't want to feel. Sitting on that bike.
Unnatural.
It's unnatural. All right. So Liz, it was such a pleasure having you. This time went by so quick. I don't know. We could go 5 more minutes. Do you have something else you want to share?
Oh no, I don't think I'm that interesting.
You're not that interesting. You are that interesting, but you're so much fun. And I want to ask you in front of everybody, how was the interview? I know you were so nervous to be on camera, so nervous to be here with us. How was it?
Yeah, it was fine. I kept having you in my head. You're like, it's just a conversation. But yeah, no, all day I wanted to puke. Thought about taking a shot of tequila. Yeah, I mean, yeah, things have come up.
But it's been fine.
Yes.
It's been
fine.
Yes,
everybody that wants to do this, do this. You guys are fantastic.
Great. Awesome. And so we have a wonderful time. Look out for Liz. She's going to start, booking herself on TV. And we're going to see Liz getting on TV. Hey, Durbin, that's my cousin.
Hey.
Hanging out with us. I just love the fact that you're so candid and so honest with us about your journey and, body image.
Yeah, I don't know that I answered any of your questions. I don't. I think I talked a lot.
Maybe look back at the interview and see, oh yeah, okay, I did answer that maybe. I don't know.
Not really. So
But not really. Good talk. But really the piece that starts building the confidence is to find self-acceptance. Find acceptance, self-acceptance. So Sebastian's asking, what's your next big goal? I know losing the 20 pounds before the end of the year. That's one.
Oh yeah, and I would like to get a TV booking to spread the news.
Spread the message of the V trainer.
Yeah. I also don't know if self-acceptance is that first step. I think it's tired of my stuff. Tired of my living the way I am. It wasn't self-acceptance because I just learned self-acceptance 6 months ago, So, I mean, really it was, and somebody said it's like, I don't know a single person that's transformed their life that doesn't get to a point where they're just tired of their own BS. And that's what it was. I'm like, okay, this is my life.
And who was it I was listening to? They said that when last night on the show last night, they said that she realized that she is responsible for changing her own life by the way she was thinking. And if she started thinking differently, then she can change her circumstances. So if you don't like where you are, if you don't like the circumstances that you're in, if you feel uncomfortable or you don't feel confident, you have to start changing the way you think about what you're thinking about.
I had a coach say, look in the mirror and see somebody else. So I was like, all right, what's up, Heidi? Heidi Klum. I love her. I think she's so beautiful. And so I have a little bit more junk in my trunk maybe than her, but I love her.
Heidi Klum. All right. So now we've stretched enough. We've got to go. So Liz, don't go anywhere. We're going to put you in the green room. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys.
Coming. I know you're going to come back again another time. And yes, Sebastian said you are on TV right now. So we were thinking Heidi Klum the whole time we were watching you.
Liars. Liars. I don't care. I'll take the flattery, whatever.
You'll take it.
I'll take the patronage.
So
love that.
We will see you again for sure. But thank you. Don't go anywhere as I wrap up the show tonight. So thank you, Liz.
It's messed up.
Okay, Sebastian, you can put her down now in the green room.
It's messed up.
We'll see you next time, Liz.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. This has been the Audacious Confidence Show with your host, Alicia Curry. That's me. And we had such a wonderful time with our guest, Liz Hall, the founder and creator of the V Trainer, that has helped her help service so many people who have been struggling with their own weight. And how to get healthy after losing 100 pounds herself, figuring out what she was missing when she was going through her journey. She created something really pretty spectacular to help others go through that journey themselves. So thank you so much, Liz, for being our guest tonight. And thank you guys for showing up. And if you would like to be a guest on any of our shows, please go to www.dreammaniac.com/nominate. That's DREAMANIAC.com/nominate. And we'd love to have you as a guest on any one of our shows. If you'd like to have and host your own show, also email us at studio@DreamManiac.tv and let us know. And we will get back in touch with you so that you can have your own TV here on DreamManiac. So don't forget, dream big. Let's make it happen for you. Mwah. Good night, everybody. Hi, Alicia Curry here. If you enjoyed that episode of the Audacious Confidence Show, check out more on this channel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. And if you hit that notification button, you won't miss a single episode.